A hazy picture will be shown to you for 30 seconds, half a minute. Once that picture has been shown, you are required to see it meticulously, in detail yourself. Once that picture is switched off, complete the rectangular box on the top left and write the story.
As briefing has already been given by Sir, right? I'll quickly brief in a line or so again, just a reminder for you all, that you all will be getting 1 minute each to narrate your stories, right? Starting with just number 9, ending with just number 62. So, immediately after the narration of 62, you have to start with the discussion. The objective of PP&DT is to arrive at a common group story. In the end, you have your group has to take a decision wherein one of the group members will come up and will seek permission for the common group story. Right? The time allotted to you is 10 to 15 minutes. You can end it in 10 minutes as well. So the time starts now, starting with just number 9. Yes.
Friends, I perceive 3 characters in my story, and the protagonist of my story is named Major Ajay Ahuja, who's aged 23 and has a positive mood. The theme of my story is military exercise, and it goes like: the army is holding a drill, or rather an exercise, to prepare its troops for any sort of contingency. The unusual ceasefire violation at the border has caused the army to take certain precautions. Major Ajay Ahuja is given the charge to lead the exercise and to help his troops to sharpen their edge. Everyone is practicing with a lot of dedication and determination, and the whole contingent is taking active part in learning the new ways of warfare as well as the specifications of the new equipments given to them. The preparedness of the army is showing that the whole nation can rely upon its army for a protective, sovereign nation. Thank you.
Friends, I have perceived various characters, out of which Captain Rakesh Singh, 27 years old, in a positive mood, is my central character. His unit got information through military intelligence about the terrorists hiding in the Gilgit region, and his commander gave him the operational charge. Taking with the truck and his soldier, he went to the region and there sought a mass protest against the entry of the army in the region. He tactfully negotiated with the people out there, convinced them, assured their safety, and told everything was fine. After that, within 1 hour, he took the operation and arrested the terrorist, reported it to the CO, and came back. He appreciated his soldier for their utter effort. Thank you.
Friends, I perceive many characters in my story, and my main character is male of 17 and positive mood. So, action of my story is enjoying Mela in his hometown. So, Raghav 18, a student of Army Public School, came to know about a Mela in his hometown. So, he made a plan with his friends over on weekend to reach there. So, he took permission from his parents and reached there on time. And after a security checkup, he entered there. And he enjoyed various fairs such as roller coasters and elephant rides, and even played many award-winning games like throw the ring and fish catching, and eat food there, enjoyed with their friends, and took pictures. After that, he went back his home and shared his memories with his parents and focused on his studies. Thank you.
Friends, I have perceived many characters in my story, and my main character is male Rahul, 26, who is in positive mood. Rahul is a sub-inspector in Ashiana Thana, Lucknow, and he has been ordered to reach to the place where the protest has been carried out by various unsocial elements, and he takes his men together and also commands them to take crowd controlling arms, and then reach to the side and takes up the loudspeaker and addresses the whole crowd regarding protesting peacefully rather than opting violent methods. The crowd listens to him and later on they peacefully protest, and the whole crowd dismisses, and then he also orders for the sweepers and cleans the area and reach back to his post again. Thank you.
Well, friends, I perceive a group of characters. I use 17 in positive mood is central character of my story, and the action is organizing parade. I use 17 head of Castle Bridge School in Balia, Uttar Pradesh. As a head boy of school, he has been assigned the task to organize a parade. He took up his responsibilities sincerely and organized and made a plan to organize parade. He placed a notice on the notice board and asked for the volunteers. He then trained the volunteers and also took the guidance of sports teacher. He motivated them and kept them encouraged. For the proficiency level, he asked 1 extra hour from the principal before the school hours. On 15 August, the parade, the group performed very well. I used then acknowledge the group efforts. Thank you, friend.
Well, friends, I have perceived 4 characters from the picture shown to us, and Rajesh is my central character, who is of age 18, and he of mood positive. The action of my story is visiting the temple on the occasion of Durga Puja. Rajesh, 18, a college first year BSc student, along with his parents, plans a trip to the temple on the occasion of Durga Puja, and he comes during his semester break. He seeks the permission from his father and all the family members for the trip. He hired a vehicle and also helped his mother in packing some food for the traveling. He reached the Durga Puja. He reached the temple on the occasion of Durga Puja and also enjoyed a very lot there. He saw the jhaki of the Ma Durga at the parade that was going on there, and also worshipped for the happiness and the well virtue of the family in the temple. He also enjoyed the Bengali dishes and also click photos and made videos. And later on, after that 3 days trip, he came back to the home safely and happily, and with making many memories with his family happily. Thank you, friends, for listening.
Friends, I have perceived various characters, all in the positive mood, and the central character name is Raj. His age is around 25 years of age, and he is a regional officer of a village that is prone to floods. Raj, who knew that the village he is the regional officer of, is prone to flood, and he then arranges a team from the National Disaster Management, and with the help of this team, he arranges a mock drill by which he then trains the villagers in such a situation when the floods arise, and the villagers were trained their according. And the next year when the flood came, the villagers were ready this time, and there was no loss of the lives. The DM of the district appreciated Raj, and he continued to work hard further. Thank you.
Friends, what I have perceived from the picture that there are several characters. The central character of my story is Rajan, who is 20 years old, having positive mood, has been recently posted in Punjab as an officer, army officer. He came to know that the farmers are protesting the 3 farm mills on the border of Punjab and Delhi. He got the opportunity to handle it. He with his team came on the border and handled the protest peacefully. He consoled the crowds and consoled them that their demands are fulfilled, but with peaceful protest. People accepted their agreement, and after that they have done a peaceful protest. He felt satisfied and appreciated his subordinates. Thanks for listening.
Friends, I have perceived various characters in the image, but my main character is a male of 20 years and positive mood. The name of my main character is Vikrant, and the action being prevention of strike in college. Vikrant, 20, was an NCC cadet of senior wing. One day, he observed that few students are going to organize a strike in the college against the college authorities. So, along with his fellow cadets, he went and inquired into the matter. He sit and talked with the student leaders of the union and understand their demands. Also, he told them to postpone the strike until unless he discussed this issue with the college authorities. And after that, with some of the leaders, went to the college authorities with the principal and the headmaster and discussed the issue with them. Also, he was able to convince them with good logic, and so the strike was called off before the day. And Vikrant was very happy and satisfied with his measures, and he also appreciated his subordinates and the cadets who joined him in this process. Thank you.
Hello friends, I have seen many characters in my story, but my main center character is Vikas, positive mode, 28-year-old. He is an army officer in 5 Rajput regiment. His regiment is posted in Jammu Kashmir, Srinagar. One day he gets the information that one terrorist is hiding in somewhere nearby village. Then he told his team that you should go and empower him. Then when his team reaches there, the villagers comes out and throw the stones in his vehicles and army persons. When the Vikas get information about all this, he reaches there and convinces the villagers that this terrorist is harmful for your society as well as he can harm you also, as well as threaten to our nation. Then he convinced the villagers, and the villagers give the way to reach to the terrorists. And when Vikas and his team empowered the terrorists and take to his camp. Thank you, friends.
So, friends, picture shown to us as I perceive many characters. My action of the story is to pacify the people and harmony took place. My main character is Rahul 20, NCC head boy of the Sainik Public School, Haryana. In the Manipur, there were a protest taking place of NRC Act. So he with his volunteers got posted in the Manipur to pacify the people. He with his volunteers of team pacify the people, explain its law and its benefits, and explain that it's for the insiders who belong to the Manipur, not for the outsiders. By this, people got understood clearly, and they pacified it and they accepted it. And by his team of volunteers, he felt satisfied with this effort. Thank you, friends.
Good afternoon, friends. I perceive many characters in this story of age group 6 to 16. The action of my story is helping the migrant workers in the corona pandemic. Satyam, 18, 12th class student, observed that in the corona pandemic and due to the lockdown imposed by the government, many migrant workers lost their shelters and unable to feed their family, and are unable also to return to their native places. So he decided to help them. He, with the help of his friends, make a group and seek permission from the government and provided shelters, medicines, masks and sanitizers to them. Also requested the government to provide transport so that they can return to their homes. The workers appreciated the their work, and the Satyam also thanked his team for the efforts they do. They feel satisfied. Thank you for listening.
Well, friends, I perceive several characters, and my main character is Amit of 24 years, a positive mood, and the action of the story is stopping the protest against the Article 370. So my story will start like this. Amit, 24, the newly commissioned Indian Army officer, has posted first posting at Srinagar and get the in charge of stop protesting against the Article 370. So they are throwing stones also, and against that, Army also doing his work by pushing them back and throwing water thrust and by announcing them. But after that, they are not stopping their protest. So Amit has gone to the head of the protester and talk to them to solve the issue and do the peacefully protest and solve the issue. Thank you for listening.
Good evening, everyone. I perceived many characters, and my main character is Captain Rahul, who is 25 years old, and he has been assigned the task to maintain the peace in the Kashmir Valley because of the misinformation led by some rumors about vaccination. So he calls his team and discuss the plan about how they will be controlling the crowd and wore the protective kits and went there. So they divided themselves into some groups and firstly they stopped the people who are miscreating the problem, and then they caught the leader and discussed the issue and clarified all the problems, and the protest was called off peacefully. Thank you.
Well, friends, I observed multiple characters all in positive mood, and the main character of my story is Raj, age 18, and the action of my story is organizing a blood donation camp. Raj returned to his hometown for his vacations, and Raj was an MBA student. He saw the scarcity of blood and the hesitation of people to donate blood from the local hospitals and the blood banks. So he decided to organize a blood donation camp. He approached the local blood bank for more information and started organizing the whole thing. He advertised for the blood camp and spread awareness for blood donation and other stuff, that why should we donate blood. On the day of blood donation, many people came and donated their blood. He helped them collect blood samples and store them. Also, he thanked the hospital staff for their help, and the blood donation camp was a success. And the people got to know why should we donate blood and what are its benefits.
Friends, as picture has shown to me, I have seen many characters in the picture. So the main character of my story is Raji. His mood is positive, his age is 21. And the action of my story is organizing various sport activities in the school. And my story is like this. Raji was the student of VSC final year, and his school was going to organize various sport activities. So Raji was also present there. He was impressed by running 100-meter run, so he decided to participate during upcoming athlete championship. He started practice hard and taking diet timely. He used to run at least 5 kilometers in a day and do some physical exercise like long jump, high jump, squats, etc. They participated various running competition that was organized by the student of his age. It was the day of athlete championship. As we can see in the picture that forces are present there in the protection of athlete player. But Raji performed well and won gold medal, and he made the country's name high. Thank you.
So friends, what I have perceived from the picture is there are many characters, but the main character of my story is Rahul, 21-year-old, being in positive mood, and he is a newly commissioned officer in Jammu and Kashmir Rifles in the area of Jammu and Kashmir. The action of my story is protecting and convincing the stone throwers in the Jammu Kashmir area region. My story goes like this.
Rahul is a newly commissioned officer of age 21 in Jammu and Kashmir Rifles. He get the information about the activities which are going in the region of Jammu and Kashmir. These activities were like stone throwing. He called his CO and informed him about the activities, and he seek the permission from the CO to go there. He get the permission. He maintained all the necessary items such as helmets and shields, and also get some troops with him, and he reached there. He get there and convince all the peoples of the local peoples, and also make them realize that they are also the part of Indian territory, and convince them not to do it so. And he also tried to say them that they should participate in to help the Indian army to counter the insurgency there. They convinced them, and after that the insurgency in that area was countered. Thank you.
Well friends, I observed various characters. Captain Bunch, 28, is my main character. The action of my story is arresting terrorists in Tral sector. Captain Bunch, 28, after getting the information from the intelligence, got to know about a terrorist hiding in Tral sector J&K. After the orders of the CO, he made a team and strategized the plan, and took army protective shields and armored vehicles with him to the area. On his way, he observed stone throwers in his way. With the help of the loudspeaker, he persuaded them and warned them about the consequences. He managed the crowd in an hour and reached the area at the earliest. Where the terrorist was hiding, I would like to add a point that he evacuated all the people there and measured their safety. Later, by his convincing, he made the terrorist surrender, and later he sent the terrorist to the specific agency. Then he reported to the CO with his men and felt contented and motivated his subordinates. Thank you.
Now that we've decided that the person character for story is a ground,
Now just number 9 to 38, one group, other one 43 to 62. So first we'll give you 5 minutes to first group, 9 to 38, and then after 5 minutes in this group. And in the end, both will speak, and you have to come to the common group story. Right?
So friends, have you
It is the scene of organizing an event, and if you didn't know how to organize a parade, that's the main part of the story. The main part of organizing a parade
that how the army personnel first went and pacified the situation and took all the people were there. And later on, we have to remember that the officers and the sepoys will stay there. After the crowd dismisses, the sepoys have been ordered by the commander to just ensure the cleaning of the area, and later on they went back to their post.
We should also discuss the ways in which the main protagonist of our story is negotiating with the whole crowd. Also, we've also missed a point where they're wearing protective gear because we are all
Last 30 seconds.
Friends, can I give the whole group? Can I give the group story?
Yes, just a
number 9.
Thank you, group, for choosing to give the common group story. So, with your permission, can I give the common group story? So the common group story of our whole conversation was that Rahul, who is the captain in the Indian Army, is given the charge to go and inspect a mob of stone pelters who is protesting against Article 370. He leads his whole contingent with fully protective gears, shields, etc. for the protection of his whole unit, and then goes over there and with the help of a speaker, he delivers a speech and convinces the whole mob that the article is for their own well-being, for their own social well-being, and finally manages to convince the whole mob to come in agreement with the army as well as the choices of the government. They all get convinced, and then finally they leave the place, the army gets the whole place sorted, and finally he reports to his CO about the whole situation, and the things are sorted out finally. Thank you, sir.
Starting with your individual debrief. 9, there is improvement from the PP&DTs which I have observed in the past, and now there is a significant change, and I appreciate that, and continue with your efforts. But the point is that you could have added on to the action of the story, and you should have encircled the main character in the story.
So coming to chest number 9, I have made 5 observations. Number 1, action is not relevant. That is not catchy also. You have just written military exercise. It may be some better and more specific. Maybe clearing some better idea. Number 2, you have not encircled hero. Number 3, cuttings, 3-4 cuttings is there in your story writing part. कुछ SSBs में लास्ट 1-2 ईयर से ऐसी ऑब्जर्वेशन देखी गई है PP&DT में स्पेशली, बिकॉज अगर थोड़ा भी डोमिनेटिंग नेचर है तो एलिमिनेट कर दिया जा रहा है. तो आपको बैलेंस देखना है कि आपने इतना अच्छा नरेशन दे दिया, आपकी स्टोरी बहुत अच्छी थी, रेलेवेंट थी, आइडियाज़ अच्छे थे, इवन एक ऐसा टाइम था ऑलरेडी आपने GD के टाइम में कंक्लूजन दे दिया है, isn't it? I have liked your story, the way you drafted story, and already मैंने आपको साइकोलॉजी में स्ट्रांगली रिकमेंड किया है. साइकोलॉजी में यू आर स्ट्रांगली रिकमेंडेड बेस्ड ऑन योर डोजियर. उस दिन में मैंने आपको बताया था स्टोरी आज भी अच्छी थी, सिस्टमेटिक थी, लिमिटेड वर्ड्स की स्टोरी है, अच्छी स्टोरी है, बट थोड़ी सी व्हाट इज़ गोइंग ऑन पार्ट में, एक्शन पार्ट में और वैरायटी इमोशंस को डाल सकते हैं, जो यहाँ पे आज मिसिंग था.
SSB इंटरव्यू की कंप्लीट तैयारी करें सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी के साथ. कंप्लीट पैनल ऑफ ऑफिसर्स, पर्सनलाइज्ड व इंडिविजुअल गाइडेंस के साथ तैयारी करें इंडिया के सबसे बड़े GTO ग्राउंड पे सभी फैसिलिटीज के साथ. पाए एग्जैक्ट एक्सपोजर ऑफ प्रोग्रेसिव ग्रुप टास्क, हाफ ग्रुप टास्क, फाइनल ग्रुप टास्क, कमांड टास्क, इंडिविजुअल ऑब्स्टेकल्स. आज ही ज्वाइन करें इस सक्सेस रेस को और हिस्सा बने हमारी अनवरत चली आ रही कामयाबी की दास्तां का.
अगर आपने सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी के YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन दबाएं ताकि लेटेस्ट नोटिफिकेशंस आपके पास सबसे पहले पहुंचे.